A busy afternoon on the Fuyao production line. The world's largest automotive glass manufacturer moved into this warehouse in Plymouth, Michigan, about 40 kilometers from Detroit, back in 2017. The Chinese company is now eyeing further expansion. This is just a small part of the $4 billion invested by some of the more than 300 Chinese companies in the state.
What we focused on is becoming one team in one direction, working with each other and understanding that there's going to be learning curves, there's going to be an understanding of how it's done in America and how it's done in China. We complement each other so well because no one has all the answers. Collectively, we have all the answers.
Those close business ties were emphasized at this past weekend's Detroit Chinese Business Association New Year event.
This gala dinner is a celebration of the business that's being developed between China and Michigan over the years. But that relationship has been put to the test in recent years, following the trade dispute between the U.S. and China.
Scanny Kai is the Vice President of Strategic Planning at BMTS Technology, a Chinese company that manufactures turbochargers. He's hopeful the trade dispute will be resolved soon and bring certainty to the auto industry.
I think the challenge is for our supply chain, because for turbocharger you have to deal with like 60 to 70 components, and these components are from everywhere. For car we talk about 5,000, minimum 5,000 components. So I think there's if there's a kind of a mutual benefit trade agreement being reached, I think that's really positive for all the players in the value chain.
The optimism is echoed by Jeff Mason, President and CEO of Michigan's Economic Development Corporation.
What we try to do in Michigan is really look at the long view, you know, and what might happen this year or last year or next year. You know, we are in this for the long haul. And we're about building economies for decades, centuries. You know, we're going to continue those relationships and continue to build upon them. And we hope that, you know, in 2019, maybe we can approach $5 billion worth of investment from China into Michigan.
Michigan is far away from the high-level trade talks in Washington, but business leaders here know the supply chains are intertwined, and a lot is riding on what happens between China and the US in the coming months. Dan Williams, CGTN, Rochester, Michigan.